Over the last year, there's been a lot of information that's come out about how to grow a successful real estate YouTube channel, which means there's a lot of wrong information out there. Unfortunately, if you follow the wrong advice, you could spend hours, weeks, months creating videos and still not close any business. So today I'm gonna cover 7 lies that pretty much every agent has been told about how to build and grow a YouTube channel. Hi, my name is Clayton and my business partner Dylan and I are YouTube strategists with over 100 million views on YouTube. We specialize in helping agents build the #1 YouTube channel in their market. And we work with some of the fastest growing channels. Now today, like I said, we're gonna be covering some lies that you're probably buying into or have been told by lots of different people. There's a lot of new information that's been going on, especially for the last year. So we wanna make sure that you're following the right advice. Now I've got this board in front of me because we're gonna be breaking down some very specific things and I want you to visually be able to see it. But there's a lot of information that's come out about how you can, put keywords and tags in your video, whether it's in the description, whether it's hashtags, whether it's in your title. And if you just put enough and if you put the right ones, your video is gonna show up in search. And that's just simply not true. To prove my point, I wanna show you a video that we had right here. It's called the top 8 best neighborhoods in Las Vegas. So I'm gonna go into a new incognito tab just to show you that there is, we haven't been on this channel before in a brand new browser, and let's just look up best Las Vegas neighborhoods. And you'll see here, it's the first video that pops up. Now let's also do top Las Vegas neighborhoods. Okay, we're the second video here, but we're ranking consistently for best and the top 8 best neighborhoods. Now, what if I told you we didn't have any tags in this video whatsoever? With the first lie that you've been told, that is that you can hack the algorithm with SEO. So I'm here in her studio. You can see here, we've got our title, we've got our description. It's 1 or 2 sentences. We don't really have any keywords. We put best neighborhoods, we put Vegas. We also don't have any hashtags. There's nothing about this where we're actually trying to put keywords in there. It's just a description about her and whatnot. We also have this part at the bottom. It's not for keyword stuffing the description. It's more just a brief description about her and if someone wants to reach out. But if you go here and let's scroll down to the tags, we don't have a single tag in here. And this video, if we look at the performance, has 16,000 views. And if you look at that, it is consistently ranking, right? It's continuously getting views. Even the last 48 hours, it has 71 views. Now we've done this time and time again. We've done this for so many different videos. Let me give you another example. We've got our videos, first spot, second spot, we've got 4th spot, the 6th spot, 7th spot, 8th spot. No, we can go on and on. How about, let's check out Medford, Oregon as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? We're consistently ranking at the top of search. So how are we doing that if we're not focused on SEO? Well, the truth is, we're probably spending a couple minutes to do our keywords and tags. Really, it should take you 3-4 minutes to get these done. If you're spending 30 minutes, an hour, or whatever, you're spending way too much time on SEO because it's only gonna move the performance maybe like 1%, 2%, if that. So a tool you can use that's free that I always recommend is something like Rapid Tags. You can come in and paste the video that you have, like the title. For example, I wanted to say, let's say we were talking about 5 best neighborhoods in Atlanta. Do a quick search. It's gonna give us a bunch of tags. You could copy and paste those into your video, and that's all you need to do, okay? You don't need to go spend 30 minutes finding the best keyword and trying to hack the algorithm. That is honestly a waste of time. And tools like vidIQ or TubeBuddy, these are really popular tools as well that a lot of people use. So if you want to pay for something, you could do a tool like that. They're very beginner friendly. If you're a new agent and you're just getting started on YouTube, these are awesome tools to get your feet wet. But with the highest level of YouTube strategy or people that are really good at YouTube, they're not putting any time into vidIQ or TubeBuddy. I can guarantee you that. These are, again, very beginner friendly tools. And the way that we're actually getting our videos to rank is pretty simple. A lot of agents don't want to hear it, but it's pretty simple. It's just our videos are better than what's currently in the market. While everyone else is spending a lot more time focused on their keywords and trying to get those to rank well and hack the algorithm, put it in the description, hashtags, we're spending time making the best videos possible, where we've got the best titles, we've got the best thumbnails, we've got the best introductions, we give the most value to the audience, and we're consistently stacking that value over and over and over again. And that's what's allowing us to rank, not by going and trying to spend all that time on SEO. Now I want to show you a few different markets here just to give you an example of why everyone can't win. So if you go and just check out Dallas, I could scroll down, for probably the next 2 or 3 minutes and still see living in Dallas, living in Dallas, Texas, living in Dallas, Texas, Alex Peach, Dallas, Texas living in Dallas. I mean, there's just so many different channels in Dallas. What about if we go and we check out a market like Tampa? Same thing, right? Scroll down, tons and tons of channels. Or again, how about we check out Las Vegas? We can scroll down and down and down, and lots of different channels here. Now, I want to pull up another market here. It's a little bit different. I want to show you some contrast. So right here, we've got living in Akron, Ohio. Now this is a specific market just to kind of show you a little bit of difference here in terms of competition. But if we go here to channels, you'll also see a bunch of channels, but not really as much. A lot of them you'll see as church or chiropractor. Like there's 1 channel, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's really like 6 or 7-ish channels here just at the top. But if you go into, again, a market like Dallas, they're all titled the same exact way. So there's different competition in different markets. And another way that you can check that is by, if you search the keyword living in Akron or whatever city, you can also come and filter for videos this last month. And you can see here the different videos that are coming. There's a lot of it's just short form content. A random thing here, right? There's not a ton of videos, but if we go into something like a city like Dallas, look how many videos there are. Living in Dallas, what bought me back? Dallas, Texas, most affordable homes. Homeownership is getting flushed. Dallas, Texas, most affordable homes. If you're relocating to Dallas, I mean, there's just so many people who are making these videos. And again, if you go to a market like Tampa, same exact thing. 4 hours ago, biggest changes in Tampa, the perception of Tampa, Florida, pros and cons for Tampa, top reasons you should move to Tampa. I mean, there are so many more videos that are being created in these markets. And so that's a really good way, for one, to check your competition, but two, hopefully you can also see that there is a different level of competition going on just by looking at a few different markets. So what I want to talk about here is the why that everyone can win, but also everyone can win if they're following the same blueprint, because it's something that's being told to every agent who's just getting started on YouTube, pretty much every agent, right? They'll come in and buy a course or some blueprint or some type of information from a real estate agent that had a successful channel and then is now selling a program. And they're teaching, copy and paste the strategy. But if we're copying the same exact strategy and we're doing the same exact thing, but markets are clearly different, there's different competition, there's different agents, there's agents that may have 20,000 subscribers, there may be only channels that have 500 subscribers, there's different competition. So how are we gonna do the same exact thing in all these markets and expect the same results? That's like if you were getting ready to list a house and you're listing 4 different houses in the same day, right? $100,000, $450,000 house, 1.3 million, 7 million, right? Completely different price points, completely different strategies. And you came in and you staged the property the same way, used the same pricing strategy. You told the seller, hey, it's going to sell in this time frame roughly. That's not realistic. No one would do that. So why are we treating YouTube the same way? Why are we treating all these markets where they're completely different than each other and we're trying to tackle it with the same exact strategy? Look here at what's being told to a lot of agents is that they can just follow a blueprint. Let me pull up here an example, living in Denver, Colorado. And if we just check his channel out, you can see here, made 33 videos. He actually stopped posting about 3 months ago, but he's got, the same type of videos, same thumbnails, being posted. And this is in Denver. Now, what about if we look here at this channel? He's over in Tampa Bay and he's doing pretty much the same thing, right? Same exact titles, same exact thumbnails. How about if we look at this channel right here? Austin, Texas, 382 videos with about 500 subscribers. And if you just look at her videos, same thing, right? Same exact, and I could go on and on. Like we could go through the rest of these. They're doing the same strategy in completely different markets. That's like if you were to use the same pricing strategy, same staging, same type of marketing material being made, the same type of listing videos that you made, and you applied it to all of these homes. No agent would ever do that, right? We know there's a clear difference between this house that's $7 million and this house that's $100,000. It's a different audience. It's a different amount of competition. There's different buyers. There's different staging, different marketing material we need to do. And so what we're seeing a lot of times happen is in these really competitive markets, markets like Tampa, markets like Florida, markets like Vegas, right? These, higher end type of markets, we're seeing people trying to get away with a lower tier strategy, and they're trying to just force their way into the market. They're trying to just copy and paste the same videos over and over and over again. And now what happens if other agents are doing the same thing in the same market? I've seen 4, 5, 6 different channels hosting the same exact video and title and thumbnail in the same market. I mean, what happens then? Like, who's the lead gonna reach out to if you're all doing the same thing? So again, we wanna make sure that we understand what's going on in our market. We understand what kind of market is it? Is it super competitive? Is it not really competitive? And that's also going to determine the strategy that we're using to grow the channel. And this next slide that you're being told plays directly off of what we just covered. We just looked at those 4 different markets, right? We saw different competition, we saw a different amount of channels, which also means there's going to be a different level of effort that we're going to need to use to actually compete. So for a market like Dallas or Tampa, right? You know, you're seeing this really big competition. So the effort for you to succeed in those markets is going to be a lot higher, especially if you're a brand new agent coming in thinking, hey, I could do the bare minimum. I can just record some videos and follow this blueprint. Not how it works, because it's already so saturated and there's people that have these massive audiences. They've been on YouTube for years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. For you to come in with a very basic or outdated strategy, you're going to need to put in a lot more effort. You're going to need to have a better team, better editing, better videography, better script, better information, better personality. I mean, there's so many things that you're going to need to tick the boxes on. It's going to require a lot more effort. Whereas a market like Akron, Ohio, which we covered as well, which there's not a lot of competition, and there's, you know, maybe not too many videos being made on a monthly or weekly basis. You don't need to come in with all that much effort, right? You can probably get away with a less effort in terms of following more of a simple blueprint to win in a market like that. So knowing your market is super important, but you cannot put in the same effort as every agent if you're in one of those super competitive markets. You need to know where you're at. Now, I want to show you an example because this is a perfect representation of what I'm talking about. These 2 videos right here, both around the same concept: most underrated neighborhood in Las Vegas, most underrated neighborhood. One was posted 6 days ago and has 10,000 views. And this is actually one that one of our agents has made and we worked on with them. And then there's another agent here that a year ago made a video and it has 200 views. So what's the difference between these 2, right? Same market, same video. What's the difference? Now, some people might say the thumbnail, you know, hopefully you guys can see a difference there, but honestly, it comes down again to effort. So if we go and we do a little search here, we looked up Las Vegas underrated neighborhoods. Hers is ranking, but didn't do that well. And ours is ranking and absolutely blew up. So if we just go ahead and click on it. So let's go ahead and break down a couple things. So here in the video, you can see here, she's doing a talking head video where it's her and the room behind her, just sitting and recording, which is totally fine. But what we do know about this is that it is a lower effort style video. You don't have to go out and about to record, which is a lot of times what the audience wants to see. So if you're just sitting and doing a lower effort video, you're not gonna be able to deliver on as much value as you possibly could if you're actually out and about. Second thing I'd say is her video is 5 minutes and 11 seconds. So it's fairly short for YouTube, meaning she's probably not delivering on enough value. Also, I would say she just kind of talks here for the first few minutes. Not a whole lot of editing or higher level editing or information that's being given in this time, and that reflects it. You know, 200 views, a couple comments here. Let's contrast that with our video here. You can see here she's actually out, she's crying in this scene, which I cover that in some of our other videos. She's showing emotion, she's connecting with her audience, like all things we want her to do. It's 21 minutes. She's actually out, she's mic'd up, got a videographer with her, and I'll just kind of skim through here the video, but she shows an actual property and walks through it. We also have some pretty high level editing and drone footage of the location. So we're giving a really detailed view of the area, and that's what the audience is, you know, expecting. If we say Las Vegas's most underrated neighborhood, we better be able to show that it is the most underrated neighborhood, right? We want to show pictures. We want to show her driving through the area. We want to show how far it is from other places. We want to talk about what's up and coming. We want to tour a house. Like, we're just delivering on so many things. And if you just look here at the description, you can see all the different things that we are delivering on. We're covering a lot of different things, and you can also see it reflected in the comments. I just live a couple minutes west. They're engaging. I very much enjoy your videos, which showcase such beautiful properties of Las Vegas. I promised to call you. Before you said anything, I said to myself, I bet she's talking about this location. I'm waiting for Johnny to invite me, so someone probably knows her here. But they're just engaging and very active with the video. It's because they're getting value out of it. And if you're looking to build up a core audience where people are always watching you and they're staying and they're watching your next video and your next video and your next video. You need to over deliver on that value. And so that's exactly what we're doing. We're putting in so much effort and we're over delivering. That's what's allowing us to build that core audience. Take a look at a few of these different clips.
YouTube Shorts are just something that people moving to your city are not watching. It might randomly fall on the laps of a bunch of people who do not want your content. And you could get one that gets tens or hundreds of thousands of views, but mainly the people that watch that are not people moving to your city, and it actually completely destroys your YouTube channel.
So right now I know that YouTube's coming out with some new things on Shorts. Right now I'm not a big advocate for posting them on the same channel.
Now, you just heard some of the top YouTube coaches for real estate talk about Shorts and how they're bad. So why is everyone saying Shorts are so bad and we're saying that Shorts aren't that bad? Well, the truth is that we've posted quite a few Shorts and we've had a lot of Shorts go viral and do really well. And you can see here, I've got a little screenshot of one of our channels. We've got 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, right? A lot of viewership coming in through here. Another agent of ours, we had 60,000, 50,000, 15,000. And that's just because we knew what format is going to work on Shorts. The truth is a lot of people say don't focus on Shorts because it's not something you want to really focus on first. Hey, our main focus is the YouTube channel. That's where we're going to get our business. That is what we want to build up. And yes, Shorts do work, but it's usually not a main focus, and it's for us not the biggest priority. We usually only will talk about Shorts when we're really happy with our growth, or we want to look at other avenues for growth, and we want to repurpose these on things like Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or YouTube Shorts, right? So we know they work. People have built massive businesses off of short form content and are very successful. So someone saying they don't work, it's just not true, but they probably haven't figured out what makes them work. Now, there really are a couple things that you should be careful with when it comes to Shorts. The reason that Shorts are typically not worth it is because each short, if you really want it to do well, you want to treat it like a whole separate video. You want to have an individual hook, you want to have a script for it, you want to shoot it individually, the editing of it. And that means there's also more room for errors, right? You have to schedule each individual post, you have to put captions or edit each individual post. And if you're doing 3 to 5 different shorts every single week, that's pretty high volume. A lot of agents don't have time to put in that kind of effort into shooting content. So you'll see a lot of people who take 1 day or 2 days and they'll try to get all their shorts done, which is a lot of work, right? And it's just honestly not worth it in the beginning. If you're an agent, you're saying, okay, what should I spend time on? Don't focus on Shorts. It's not something that is going to push the channel as far as we want for the effort that we're putting in, right? The main focus is making awesome, super great long form content that gives so much value, right? 15, 20-minute videos that are overwhelming our audience with just so much value that we're giving them. We're showing them the areas, we're making creative content. We're starting to build a brand and people are really watching us. Shorts can come in later. That's really to expand what you're doing already, but it shouldn't be the main focus. But another thing I see agents do as well, and the reason why they say Shorts don't work is because they pull from longs. You've probably experienced this if you've ever done any Shorts where you've got your long form video, you ask whoever's editing your video to also repurpose them into Shorts, right? You say, hey, look, we already have the long form video. Let's repurpose them into Shorts and let's put them out everywhere because that just makes sense. Yes, it makes sense, but at the same time, that's also going to not give you the best performance, okay? If you have Shorts that are doing 100 views or 50 views or 200 views or whatever, and you're pulling them from longs, it's because they're not specifically made to perform well in short form content, right? You're pulling it from a long form video and you're trying to force it into a short. It's like trying to get a square inside of a circle, right? It doesn't really make sense. We want to treat these platforms separately. And so if you do want to pull from longs, you have to have a really good editor who understands Shorts specifically. And a lot of people that are paying $10 for Shorts, it's not going to cut it. I mean, a good Shorts editor, you're looking at $50 to $75 at least, for an edit on one short from someone overseas, at least, right? So again, if you're doing 5, 10, 15 shorts, it can get pretty expensive if you're only focused on Shorts. And then you're also, want to make sure your YouTube channel is doing well. So a lot of editors are also going to have trouble finding a beginning and an end, right? You really want to tell a story in those shorts, even though they're made to specifically be less than 60 seconds. You want to have like a beginning and an end. You still want someone to feel something when they're watching that. A lot of editors, especially if you're paying them $5, $10, don't have the skill set to do that. That's just the truth. And then third, it just takes away from the main focus, which is the YouTube channel. Our main focus is to build and grow the biggest YouTube channel that we can build for you. We found just when agents start doing shorts, they get, hey, I want to make sure I have 2 shorts or 3 shorts or 4 shorts. And it just pulls away. It adds an extra bottleneck. It's not moving the needle, maybe a couple % forward, but it's not moving the needle as much as we want. And that's really why we double down YouTube. So they're right in the sense that it's not a main focus, but it's not correct that it will completely destroy your channel if you post short form content. This next slide is getting your viewers to stop watching your videos. They're dropping off early and they're not reaching out because of this lie. Let me show you an example here of an intro just like that.
Hey, it's Levi here. And if you're thinking about moving to the Dallas, Texas area or the surrounding suburbs, go ahead and subscribe below so you can be the first to learn about the current market here in Dallas, Texas.
Or how about someone who tried to spice it up a little bit and make it even more entertaining with an intro like this?
I'm Cisco Hernandez, and not just your ultimate tour guide of this beautiful city, I'm your realtor ready to make your Florida living a reality. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe, or hey, just slide into my DMs because my team and I are here to make your dreams of living in Florida a reality.
Now, even our own agents do this at times. Here's a video example of a video we just posted recently where one of our agents did that.
So if you have any questions as you're watching this video about real estate in the Las Vegas Valley or real estate in this neighborhood right here, feel free to text me, call me, send me an email, and I would be more than happy to answer any and all of your questions. And with that, let's hop into this video.
But let's go to her analytics. Let me show you how that affected her video. Now we're here inside her studio checking out the analytics on this video, and I want to show you something really interesting. And I want you to start looking for this on your own channel if you find yourself telling people to like, subscribe, and who you are and where to reach out and stuff in the beginning specifically. So if we actually zoom in here to her retention chart, you'll see here that we have a dip in the beginning down to about 73% in the first 25 seconds, which is pretty standard, pretty normal, right? You're gonna have a dip in that beginning, but you'll see here our next dipping point is from 73% all the way to 51%. So we have a 22% dip in our retention there within the next about 20-30 seconds, right? So let's just play this here, and I want to show you what that looks like.
My name is Olga and I make videos about living in Las Vegas. I'm also a real estate agent here. So if you have any questions as you're watching this video about real estate in the Las Vegas Valley or real estate in this neighborhood right here, feel free to text me, call me, send me an email, and I would be more than happy to answer any and all of your questions.
So as we're looking at the chart, we can see that that dip happened when she was doing her intro. And if we, remove that intro, that might give us a more steady curve throughout the rest of the video, because the rest of the video seems to have a pretty decent curve for the length that it is. It's 21 minutes long. And so we go from 43% to about 12%. So we lose about 30% there. So if we had just removed that introduction, we started here back at that high point, could probably curve that out a little bit. And so in our future videos, that's definitely something we're going to take out. And that's something we encourage most agents to do. What we really want to be doing with our call to actions is, if you do want to include a spot where you ask people to reach out to you, call you, text you, whatever that is, you want to really try to put that more so in the middle and the end. In the beginning, what you're basically doing is you're saying, hey, welcome to this video. This is what we're going to be doing. And then asking for someone to reach out to you before you've even given them value. You haven't built the relationship yet, so you're gonna have that big dip off. Imagine if you're watching a YouTube video, if you're watch a lot of videos, you'll see sometimes people will put like a promotion or, hey, this video is sponsored by so-and-so. You usually will skip over that part. So that is kind of like doing that in the introduction with, hey, this is me, reach out to me. People are going to tend to skip that. So by removing that, getting into the video quicker, and then later down the line asking for that, you'll see an uptick in retention typically, and you'll see an uptick in actually people reaching out to you. So highly encourage you to focus on doing that. This next slide is all about doing more business. I want to tell you a story about an agent that we work with over in Lubbock. So let's pull up his channel. Let's take a look here together. Now scroll back here to a year ago where we made a video where we asked Texas Tech students the truth about campus life. Now, if we look here at the video, it has over 39,000 views. This is an absolutely fantastic video. It did really, really well. And you've probably been told that if you get a bunch of views and if you get a bunch of leads, you're going to be successful. But the truth is that not all views and leads are equal. We ended up getting overwhelmed with so many phone calls. We had so many leads reach out to us, but the problem is that they were all college students, right? College students who are thinking of renting, college students who are asking about best places to live on and off campus. And so we were getting a ton of leads, but they just weren't the right leads. Now, how about this video as well, where we made the top 10 things to do in Lubbock, Texas. And this is a video concept that a lot of agents do. In pretty much every market, you'll see a top 10 or things to do or fun things to do. And this is a fantastic video. It's got 15,000 views. It's performed amazingly. But the problem is it's bringing in a different type of audience, where it's people that are, you know, tourists. They're traveling really quick for a quick stay. They want to know some things to do when they're popping in and out of town. So even though it did really well, you start getting reach outs or an audience that's not really aligned with the type of people we really want. Again, it depends on what audience you're trying to build, but for the most part, that's not going to be a video that's going to bring in the right leads. So even though it's got a ton of views and it looks impressive, that doesn't mean it's actually making us money. How about if we contrast that with a video that we did a week before it? It's got 1.3 thousand views, and it's titled My Personal Real Estate Investing Plan for Lubbock, Texas. Now, this video alone brought him an investor, which is aligned with his audience. It's someone who's been watching his channel for a long time and saw this video, which was Andrew's investing plan, and then reached out from that video and has since done a ton of deals with Andrew. We've done so many deals with that guy from this single video. So even though the views on this video were a lot lower, we actually had someone reach out that can work with us, that we want to work with. And we've done so many deals, made so much money from one single video here. Now, our goal here is to make sure that we're always creating content that aligns with that audience, right? So you want to know what content to create that is going to perform well. So we still care about views. We still care about making sure our video does well, but it's also making sure we get the right views and the right leads. So again, not all views are equal. Not all leads are equal. We want to make sure that the videos we create target the right people so that we can work with them, make sure we're making money, because at the end of the day, we're in the lead gen business. Our job is to actually build a channel that brings in business. And so we want to make sure that we're focused on that. Now, there's a famous quote by Albert Einstein. You've probably heard of it, but insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Unfortunately, I see a lot of agents who, are doing pretty much the definition of this, where they're doing the same thing over and over, and they're hoping for a different result. They're hoping that they change the keyword here, they do this here, that the video is gonna all of a sudden perform, and that's just not true. That happens a lot. I mean, if I look here, I think I pulled him up earlier, but this channel that is living in Denver, he made 33 videos. He posted once a week, every single week for almost a year. I mean, he's spending about 10 hours on average. Most agents are spending about 10 hours on each video, especially if they're doing it with themselves or have, someone who's just helping out with the titling or whatnot. They're spending a lot of time on this. And so, he spent quite a lot of hours and did the same thumbnail, similar concepts over and over and over again, probably following a blueprint. And you can see here about 3 months ago, he unfortunately had to stop. And another channel here over in Austin, Texas, I think I pulled her up as well. She's made over 382 videos. I think it's a little bit less. She's got just a couple of shorts. Yeah, so she's made like maybe 11 shorts. So maybe like a little over 360, 370. But you can see she's been on YouTube for years. She's made almost, again, 10 hours of video, imagine, and making 360 videos and still struggling to get 60 views, 25 views, 82 views. They're doing the same, the titles, the thumbnails, like keyword stuffing it, trying to use the same font, same text over and over and over and over and over again. Now, if you look here at a channel we work with over in Las Vegas, we've only actually posted 27 YouTube videos. A lot of these are, I think there's like 20-ish something shorts here. If I scroll down, yeah, not too many. But we're over 3,500 subscribers, and that's because we're constantly doing new things. We're not just doing one thing that's not working and hoping eventually it will work. No, we're constantly innovating. We're doing different titles, different thumbnails, different packaging, scripts, intros. We're putting in more effort, better editing. She's got a whole team that's helping her with this. And so it's really hard for someone to come in Las Vegas and do some type of copy and paste strategy and outperform her, because we're just putting in more effort, more time. We're giving more value to the people that are watching, and that's what it really takes. So again, I want to say, if you look here, very famous company, Passive Prospecting, their logo here is a turtle. I saw that, I didn't want to put it in the video, but I just thought it was interesting, because to me, a turtle is slow and steady. And that's something that they preach a lot, is slow and steady wins the race. If you just keep going, if you keep making the videos, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months down the line, you'll do well. But we've completely turned that over on its head. I mean, we've got channels that in 2 months, 3 months are absolutely crushing it and are on pace to be the fastest growing channels in their market, already getting leads and business and people reaching out, because we don't believe that. We don't believe it's slow and steady wins the race. We believe that if you are the best in your market, you're going to grow and you're gonna, get all the business. And so that's what we push. That's what we focus on. And I'll leave this here up on the screen, but another just agent that we worked with for about 90 days or so, and we had a 386% increase in views. We did over 170,000 views, 800 subscribers. Now we're even crushing all those numbers even more. But if you want to read that, feel free. But again, there's so many lies out there, a lot of information out there. I want to make sure that you have the most accurate information, because it's the difference between having a channel that doesn't grow and a channel that is growing and is going to be on pace to be the biggest, because that's what you're looking to do. If you're getting on YouTube, we don't want you just to do small numbers. We want you to compete. And so these are all things that you should be doing. If you want help and you're saying, look, that's a lot of stuff to cover, I want to work with someone who can help me, we do have a link down below. Feel free to schedule a call with me and my business partner, Dylan. We'd love to meet you, get a chance to chat. And if you just want to continue learning more about YouTube, then all you gotta do is click right here, and I'll see you in the next video.